starting up front with Samuel Huo's line with his wings. And John Little and Blake Stevenson, the defensive pair, is Aiden Lawson and Jaden Platts. Puck on the left side. Winterhawks control it. Up by stretch feed for Jarvis. Goes to a corner. And the Hawks able to win a battle on the left wing side. Skater lost an edge. Jaden DeRoe able to feed one around left wing. It's picked up by the Americans, who come out to center. And touched off by John Little, who sends it deep into Joel Hofer's net. Had some opportunities in the last broadcast to score an empty net goal, and O'Brien will weave his way through as he spins the puck left side. It goes off the boards, and Jaden DeRoe will cut back to center. Wobbling puck rolls to the Winterhawks side, retreated for by face-off secured by the Hawks. Top 6 power play in the WHL as Ludwig goes left wing for Jarvis. Centered, one-timer, score! Reese Newkirk opens it with a power play goal. 101 into the first period as Newkirk. 10 skaters, which is just an extra and 3 lines to operate with, so the bench got a lot shorter for Kelly Buckberger. And Portland able to chase this one down to their own zone as Johnny Ludwig plays it at the goal line. Tries to work it out far side of the rink to neutral ice. It's deflected and through the legs. We're a whiff pass from Tri-City, and O'Brien has to wait for a teammate to come back on side. Jarvis, 30 goals during that stretch of hockey. A quick shot goes to the glove. Dunsford got it nicely. Now O'Brien will cut at the top of the circle. Line change, though, for the Hawks as 3 personnel switching behind the play. Portland keeps it on the wall, and a good cut by DeRoe. He'll drive the net, and a shot gets blocked in tight by Tri-City as the Americans able to get this one back out to center, and they look for Lambert on the near wing. Joel Hofer will spin it across for Nick Cicek. He'll spin to his backhand and send it behind the net for Curtis Smythe. Smythe up the dasher for Jarvis. Touched up by Seth Jarvis, and Smythe will feed it back over for Nick Cicek. 20 points in 8 January games now for Seth Jarvis, thanks to his primary assist on the power play, and he'll get the puck fed to him now. Jarvis onto the net, backhander, keeps it there, rebound chance, he scores! Seth Jarvis, another 2-point night, and Portland lead.
Jarvis, holy smokes, what a season those two are having.
I was doing a little research, but won't matter yet. Jarvis, though, 3 points shy of 100 in his career. He'll be one of the quickest Winterhawks in this millennium to reach 100 points. Over to the right side after a missed slap shot from Ludwig, blue line. Jaden DeRoe to the corner, picked up by Newkirk, and he'll leave it on the right wing, and the Hawks go back on the side wall to find DeRoe. Here's the Hawks captain, spraying it high. Off the glass, picked up near side. And this one's worked out to center ice where Johnny Ludwig has to sweep over a pass to Jarvis. Rink-wide feed returns for Jaden DeRoe. Up the wall for Ludwig. He'll gain the line and organize it across left wing. Here's Reese Newkirk to center. Grecius picks it, spins it. A good save by Dunsford. He does it. City team, and those guys are very good in their offensive zone in particular, so they make the Hawks pay with a little defensive zone mishap. Over to the right side, taken over by O'Brien. Jarvis joining him now, and he sends it back up the right side, and O'Brien will sweep it away. Here's Jarvis dancing through, goes around the net, and takes it to center. Score! Jarvis feeds it to Jack O'Brien. Period start of the season. 4 goals is a great way to open the first half of period 1, and a shuffling save made from Joel Hofer. Back behind the net, picked up on the far side. It's the Hawks defenseman able to cut it away. Got the stick kind of locked up in his midsection, so Portland has to go back on the near side. Up to center, here comes O'Brien. Jack O'Brien sweeping past Mutala, takes it to center for the one-timer, and it's a great block. Jumping in front of the play there was Lejoie, and now sweeping in tight is Jarvis. Picked up right side, Cross Hannes moving up the wing, able to hand one back on a backhander for Jarvis, but it goes to the corner instead, and it spins towards the stick of the centerman O'Brien. Big bodying going on to the corner. Parker Bell and Jaden Platts trying to lock up the Hawks forwards. The centering feed for Hannes gets off, and then O'Brien. Well, the old don't let the puck hit the floor, and Jarvis just whisked on the one-timer at center. Got a great feed down low. I think it was Newkirk that fed it to him. Jaden DeRoe right side. Newkirk looking to the net. Keeps it across the seam for Jarvis. He'll tap it down and cuts around the Americans. Jarvis at center, sneaks a puck in deep, and it's Newkirk getting shielded off by Brian McAndrews. Out come the Americans. They have 7 shorthanded goals this season. Looking for 8. Robbie backhander. Save Hofer. What a stop. Got it 5-hole. And he swung the leg around to keep it out. Jarvis drops for Newkirk. Hawks to the net. Jarvis through the legs. Oh my goodness, what a pass. But it was read off by the American. Zach, he comes in at 5'11", 160 pounds from Manitoba. Brian McAndrews clocking in at 6'5", 222. So you're talking 6 inches and maybe 40, 50 pounds. Jarvis, left wing, one-timer! They score! Jaden Duro makes it. Seconds to go in the first. Up ice onto the stick. Hofer able to come out of his crease, sweep it out to center. And Lejoie will spin back to his defensive zone. Angled pass for Lambert. Just missed on the feed to Roberts. And Portland will bank it off the benches, but it's found by a Tri-City member. And that one ends up going out of play into the Berg will tap it through. Jonas Broberg with a low shot, kicked off by Dunsford as it goes over to the right side and then swept out to center. It's the Americans stretching it ahead for Stevenson. The backhander goes blue line. Caden Cole able to rip, that's John Little able to rip one through left wing. And a stick play on the Hawks defenseman sends him down. Puck to center. Jarvis will regroup it. Hannes had some words to the referee, though it looked like a legal stick play. Jarvis driving, comes to center, takes out Dunsford. Penalties coming up, though, and I think it's going to be on the Americans again. Jarvis had 4 in that first, and he had a one-timer that he whiffed.
He did.
That he could have gotten the 5th to tie a record as well. Puck comes to the right circle, receives, shot to center, and it's picked up in the slot by the Americans. They'll fly out. Mutala left wing with Robbie. Trying to cut around Ludwig. His backhander stays on the side pad of Hofer, and a spinning clear by Duro comes to center. Jarvis collecting. Drops it back for Newkirk. Portland able to chop one up on the left wing. This one sprays around to the body of Newkirk, and he gives it back towards Ludwig, but Jarvis was there. Jarvis gathers, goes goal line. Behind the net, Newkirk. Near side, centered by Jarvis, just missed. Jake Grecius tried to deflect it home. Ludwig on a moving shot. Good block from the stick of Mutala. He'll drive it up on the right wing. Jarvis peels off. Curls to the high slot, picks it back up. Jarvis, a drive, got chipped down from McAndrews, and Portland keeps it moving on the wall. A handoff with Lejoie. Wrapping around the net clockwise on the feed now for Roberts. Portland picks it up. Jarvis with a move. Save made by Garrity, and the rebound secured by the Americans. This puck comes back to the Portland side. First to it is Ludwig as he plays the puck geometrically up ice to Jaden Duro. Now at center, it's Quigley. Quigley rink wide, touches Jarvis. Portland in the offensive zone. Jarvis with a little stick handling move. Up for Duro and a shot answered by the center pad of Garrity and re-centered up for Jaden Duro and a little slip feed behind the goal line with Jack O'Brien that wouldn't quite go. Hawks delay. Duro right wing scored! 5th point of the night. Seth Jarvis. He gets to the century mark.
Defenseman. Pretty incredible stat for the Winterhawks.
That's wild. Shows you how much offense they've really produced. That's why the team's 3rd place in the league in goals scored. They have a chance to get the 2nd tonight based on their production here. Spinning off right side, bump to center. The Hawks will send it to the blue line to get it deep. And a turning feed to center ice goes for Kozak, and Broberg will chop it behind Garrity. Out to center again. It's collected by Curtis Smythe. And Smythe will shake it up on the left wing, where it's deflected through by Kozak. Garrity reels it in, and
for the T-Birds.
Winterhawks coming back to open the 3rd period. Jarvis driving towards the net, and it stays aside as they hand it off now to Hannes. Behind the net, Hannes on the backhand. Portland cycling. Hannes is down low, trying to wrap it around near side and getting there in time with a sliding pass. Wing for Hannes. He'll spin to his forehand. Cross Hannes on the near wall. Able to bank it off between the legs of Stevenson and pummeled back through by Broberg, but into the possession of Huo, who flips it to center, and Stevenson will change it up. Hawks going D-to-D. We're just over 5 minutes into the 3rd period. Portland leading by 5, and Hannes will glide this one across on the left side. Clay Honus in the corner, shooting a sharp angled attempt. Garrity sticked it off, and the Americans will jet up the left wing. Trampolined up by Roberts. He'll cut the puck behind Giroux. Januzzi will
Cross his crease, really cut the angle well, got out on top of that blue area, snuck to the corner of his post, and covered the puck with no rebound. Great save, Dante Januzzi.
Robbie on draw duty against Jack O'Brien. Face-off secured by the Americans, top of the circle. McAndrews puts it to the wing, and a high shot goes over the stand-up goaltender as it's off the corner, and Ferguson had it stripped. Good recovery with a stick play, and it's bumped off by Bromberg back out to center. Hawks were trying to develop a 3-on-1. Puck now between the blue lines, right in front of the Hawks coaching staff. They're sent over to the far face-off circles, then banked up to center. Deflected across the line. Greenway able to give it over to Mutala, and a puck eaten up by Januzzi. From the corner, Americans out of the zone. Joseph right side, trying to take an angle to center. A moving shot, follow-up chance. Stevenson goes high, and Portland will protect. They killed off the double minor, and Jaden Durrell will pick it back up. Moves it along for Jarvis. On the right wing, Jarvis in front. Tip back to center. A backhander from Jarvis goes over to the right side. Hawks on the wing. Clay Honus behind the net. Trying to sneak one around. Gives it back blue line for Bromberg. And it's sent up on the far wall for Jarvis, who looks to cut past Joseph. And this one rolls off a couple of legs back on the far side. Tri-City looking for the stretch feed. They missed it. And it will be an icing on the Americans. Tate will zip line it ahead for John Little. Little tried to put it behind Cicek, but it wouldn't go. Now he'll work again on the left side. Taken over by Jaden Durrell. His backhander went off of Roberts' leg and deflects right back for the defenseman in Ferguson. Nick Cicek owns zone, swings it right side for Jarvis. Seth Jarvis coming across the center lane and taken over by Kozak again. Tyson Kozak and a backhander through a screen of Jarvis. Here's Jaden Durrell. Durrell cutting on the left side wall. Slips one for Jarvis. Turns, shoots. It's blocked. And the puck goes over to the corner again. Durrell trying to load it right back up to his winger. And the puck comes back to the Winterhawks side. Good stretch by Cicek, and he goes up the wing for Jarvis. Jarvis slipping it off through the legs for Durrell. Now across the slot, it goes to a wall. 2:40 to play, and the Americans will break out. Tri-City right side. Trying to get to the corner past Smythe. Putting a backhander behind Januzzi. Backdoor feed is blocked by Jarvis. And the puck comes out towards center again. Hawks reel it in. Neutralized shot attempt.